Well, good morning, empathic, sensitive souls. Happy Monday. How was last week? We had that encouragement card, and you're being nudged in the right direction. Were you being nudged in the right direction? Were you getting any nudges? I kept getting how I'm acting isn't who I truly am. So I had to really sit and work with that and change, change my actions and my reactions. So that's what I was working on. Now, this morning, this card popped out. I just started to shuffle, and there it was. Talisman. A lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek. So, going through all these trials and tribulations and learning about ourselves and stepping back and viewing our actions, reactions, viewing our emotions, viewing the stuff that activates or triggers us. It's all learning. And every time you recognize what you do or what you say or how you act, you really begin to change before it happens. And I've watched myself do this, especially at work, where I know what the outcome's going to be. So if I can sit calmly, and a lot of times I'll start giggling because I find their reactions so funny. Because why are you getting so upset and mad and angry? I'm here to help. That's part of my job, is to do these things and make life easier for those whose job is after whatever I do. And a lot of times it unfortunately will escalate because I'm not taking it seriously. But sometimes it de-escalates the situation because they're looking at me like, well, you normally get all antsy and snarky and not happy and complaining, and it's like, no, I'm good. So I find if I change how I react, it changes the outcome, or it changes how the other person interacting with me acts. So the book says that wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid, right? So again, recognizing what could potentially happen, and if you know it's going to go downhill fast, to change your action and reaction because it's a familiar pattern. You know what's going to happen. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. As you start to learn and recognize these patterns, you can change, and it changes the outcome. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You really can't commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune awaits you, and you have the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You've learned your lessons and earned your right for your success. So that's just telling us that we're on the right path. And last week's encouragement was nudging us in the right direction. So by looking and observing and holding true to ourselves, we're on the right. What mistakes can we make? And if you think it's a mistake, maybe it was a lesson that the person you're interacting with has to learn. Or it's another layer of the lesson that you need to learn. Let me know how this resonates with you. I'm really curious as to what the cards represent and hold for you as the week goes on. I'll hop back on Friday, and oh my gosh, I just noticed that there are, the other corner, where am I at? Right here, it looks like a note, music note. It's a very beautiful card. But again, the path you're on, there'll be trials and tribulations. There always is something, but that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn. I read something about people who are awakened and how they act and react. And an unawakened person is totally jealous. An awakened person will be, oh, I'm so happy for you. And I'm kind of stuck in between because there's times where, I mean, I'm extremely happy when my friends and my coworkers and somebody achieves a goal. But then I get jealous not of them, but of the fact that, well, why didn't I achieve my goal? And then I have to take a hard look at myself and look for, well, what lesson is this teaching me? Well, what did they do to achieve their goal? And maybe you should take some lessons from them on achieving said goal. So I'm kind of like the in between. I'm awakened, but then there's moments where my ego gets in play, and oh, it's a struggle. But again, I'm on that right path. I'm I'm moving forward. I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm changing. If I act a certain way that I'm not happy with, I have to withdraw. I have to sit with it. I have to think on it. I don't like myself. I don't like myself in that moment. That's not who I want to be. And I work to change that because moments come up all the time. There's always something going on that's going to activate us or trigger us, and we're going to have some kind of response. And it's up to us to decide what that response is going to be. I hope that's helpful for a Monday morning. I hope that you guys have a great week. Watch out, we've got volatile weather coming at us again, and it's supposed to be like 80 degrees today, and then tomorrow 50 degrees. I don't know. So again, I wear a t-shirt to work, and then I wear a sweater because I'm going to freeze. Then I come out of work and I'm sweltering, and it's just a whole thing. But that's just the path that Mother Nature is on. What's your talisman? A lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. What wisdom have you learned? What have you been seeking, and what did you learn? And put it in the comments. Pass it along so the rest of us can learn also. Have a great week, everyone. I will hop back in on Friday, hopefully, barring any craziness that happens going on, and we'll see how the week unfolded. Bye for now, everyone.